Why is Greenville the place you want to move in 2023? By the end of this video, I'm going to tell you the #1 conversation I'm getting on the politics, maybe a little bit of my own opinions on it. So you'll want to stick around because I'm feeling spicy today. So why are people still moving here? And that's a big question because we've been on top 10 lists of places to move in the country for like the last decade, I feel like. So what's so important about Greenville? What's so great? First thing that I think I get the most is if you're watching this video, likelihood is you are between the ages of 40 and 65. So I'm talking to you. You're looking to retire. You're looking to move to a place that you don't have to deal with snow. You're looking to move to a place that there's places for active adults, active mature adults that isn't necessarily a retirement community. And Greenville has those places. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because we will be doing more videos on specifically those active adult communities. It also puts you around places that the cost of living is great. You can still buy a house here for around $300,000. It's not $500,000. Taxes are low. What do I mean by that? So taxes in South Carolina are done a little bit different than other places in the country. So for example, your average property taxes are probably gonna be somewhere between the realm of like $1,000 to $2,000. Now they're gonna get you on other things like your vehicle taxes will be done when you move here. The nice thing is your property taxes are not like $8,000, $9,000. So you guys that resonates with, it makes your monthly payments so much less than other parts of the country. Other things that I've got people here looking for are your proximity to everything. So first thing is Greenville itself, you can be at the beach in 3 hours, you can be at the lake in half an hour, and you can be up in the mountains in 20 minutes. That's why people love this area of the upstate. Other things to watch for is like the cost of living, which I kind of touched on that with taxes. What most websites are saying is that it's our housing costs. And I would agree. Our housing costs are an average of low 300,000s. It's not bad, but also the cost of like goods and services are less as well. Going and getting groceries or going out to a restaurant, it's not going to be as expensive as other areas of the country. So definitely want to check out the Greenville area because of the cost of living. Other things, because if you're looking at cost of living, you're probably also looking for a job. There's tons of industry here in the upstate. So if you're looking for the bigger places to work, like BMW, Fluor, Michelin, GE, as well as there's hiring signs everywhere. So if you're looking for a job here, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised by the opportunities that are here in Greenville. Other things why people are moving here is you're ready to get out of the rat race. You're ready to move out of the bigger cities. We have a lot of people that are moving here from Florida, California. I have somebody moving here from Idaho right now. People moving down from the Northeast. You're looking to get somewhere where there's maybe some property, or you're not right on top of each other, or you don't have crazy amounts of traffic that you have to sit in every day for an hour or two. Usually you can get around Greenville in about 30 to 45 minutes max, and that's from one side of town all the way to the other side of town. Really, I think it's pretty great. You're not going to have to travel crazy distances just to get to, I don't know, a concert. Like they're here in Greenville. Another question or comment that I get a lot about just the upstate in general is, Aubree, the crime rate is so high there, or the crime rate is, higher than what I would like. Well, here's my question back to you. Do you know how crime rates are actually measured? And why is that important? So even though you're looking at the crime rates of the areas, it's not going to be apples to apples, oranges to oranges when you're looking at, say, the Greenville area, but then you go and you look at a smaller suburb like Greer or Travelers Rest or Taylor's. Those crime rates are not apples to apples because the way they are measured. So you take the number of crimes committed, then you divide that by the population of the area, then you multiply that by 100,000. And that's how multiple crime rates are derived. Now, here in the upstate, we deal with a lot of property crime. Think of like porch pirates and stuff like that. So crime rates here, I would say we don't deal with a ton of really bad crime. You're gonna get it everywhere, but pay attention to how crime rates are actually figured out, because yes, there might be a low crime rate in a certain part of the area or a low crime rate in a certain part of the country, but their population is so much more dense, and that's why the crime rate is low. So pay attention to it. I think crime rate in the upstate is really not that bad. Yeah, ask me questions about it. I have no problem talking to you about specific areas and maybe specific areas that you may want to avoid. All of that being said, one of the number one things that I have been talking to y'all about, or you guys are talking to me about, is, Aubree, what is the political climate like? What is the government like? Dun, dun, dun. Okay, here's the deal. I'm not going to tell you one way or the other. I think Greenville is a really great melting pot of people. You have red and you have blue, and together we make purple. Here's the thing, you have to agree to disagree. There is a lovely climate of people here that if you look like me, you're gonna be just fine. If you don't look like me and you're maybe a different color, you're going to be just fine. If you don't believe the same, if you think that maybe we're too conservative, there's also the not so conservative, very liberal side as well. Greenville is a great place to just come and have opportunity to have those conversations. Yes, are there lots of churches here in the area? Yeah, we're the buckle of the Bible Belt people. We're in the South. It's gonna happen. However, are there groups of people that they don't believe anything, or you want to have people to have good conversations with that maybe aren't Bible focused? Okay, you're going to have a very good surroundings of people that believe the same way as you do, think the same way as you do, and then you're also going to have people that agree to disagree with you. So if you are moving here for a certain color of state, great. If you're moving here because that is a big conversation for you, then it's not going to be that big of a deal, because most people are kind. They're willing to have the conversation with you. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by what you find here. Stick around, because you need to go watch the other videos that I tell you about how great Taylor's is, or Simpsonville, or Easley. And definitely let's keep it to, hey, what's so awesome about the area, and I'll catch you next time.